Now let's talk to public affairs analyst Alistair Wilcox, who joins me on the news tonight. Mr. Wilcox, I don't know if you have noticed a very interesting development. The political class, which usually is divided, appears to have united after the death of the former president. At least they all agree on how much they respect him, even though they differ on his methods. What do you make of this unity, and how do you think Nigeria will remember former President Buhari?
Thank you very much, TVC, for having me be part of this August occasion and for giving me the opportunity to also express my personal condolence to the family of late President Muhammad Buhari, the people of Daura, and the entire state of Katsina, and by extension, the entire country, for this monumental loss. I will put it, monumental loss to the nation. A man who just left office, serving this country for just less than about 2 years, and he has left us at this side of eternity. And I pray that God should bless his soul and grant him eternal rest. Muhammad Buhari is a man that nobody can wish away in a hurry. He's an accomplished man, very, very a character that you cannot taint in any way. And he remained, he liked wearing white, and I think he remained like that in terms of public service, and serving as president of Nigeria on two different occasions, one unbroken 8 years and the other for 20 months, and then contributing in no little way, even in other offices he has held, holding positions in Petroleum Trust Fund, holding various command and control positions in the army, which is his first constituency. He's an accomplished man, and everybody needs to mourn his loss, despite the political divide. So it's not uncommon that you find that at this time, or at this grieving time, everybody comes together. Because, when he was alive, people have different things about him. People could say things about him. But, of course, you can see that those things do not really get deep into the people. That is why the mere mention of his death has brought about this unprecedented unity of purpose, and everybody is on the same page in order to see how we can beat this great, illustrious son of Nigeria.
I hear you clearly. The unity I was talking about, Mr. Wilcox, is actually amongst the political leadership. Not quite a number of Nigerians agree with you completely. If you're following the conversation online, I'm sure you're aware that the former president has courted a lot of controversies, one of which was that he was cloned at some point, as laughable as that can be. But many have also made reference to his performance in office in the past 8 years, whether or not he delivered on his campaign promises, and whether he left Nigeria better or worse than he met it.
Let me say that time will fail us for us to begin to reel out the merits and demerits of the man, General Muhammadu Buhari, who later became President Muhammadu Buhari. Time will fail us. And it's not unexpected that in every sphere of life, I remember when late Margaret Thatcher died in the UK, I know that the union celebrated, she has left office in a long time. The mining union, that's the coal mine union, they celebrated his death. In fact, they were all pumping champagne and drinking throughout the funeral period, because they said she was one of the people that caused them a lot of time. In fact, the entire union structure of the United Kingdom. So it's not unlikely that when Muhammadu Buhari was alive, when he was president, you know where the noise of those negativity were coming from. It was coming from a particular section of the country, which is sad. A particular section of the country didn't forgive Muhammadu Buhari, first for defeating a man they consider their own, defeating Goodluck Jonathan. So from that day, a section of the country see him as their enemy. And so whatever thing he does never appealed to them. That is why you got those irresponsible thought that he was being cloned. People were praying for him to die in office. People were going to churches. Sadly, for the first time I see that Christians were praying that their fellow human being will die. People were going to churches, holding vigils, wishing the man death while he was in office. So it's happened in this country. And you see, most of these moves are acted out of ignorance and political naivety. Today, the politicians know that at every point that they will come together. People that were on the other divide, they've all crossed over. Look, anybody that follows Nigerian politicians sheepishly is just wasting his bloody time. You know, the fact is, Nigerian politicians cannot be trusted. And that is why you see that anytime there is a loss, they all come together. They might be in the trenches, but they now sow that seed of discord among the populace and certain section of the country. Yes, I've read a lot of things. In fact, on my alma mater platform, I had to put up a lot of fight. I mean, some of you know personally that, in fact, Muhammadu Buhari is a man that I admire so much and I hold in very high esteem. So he did quite a remarkable achievement. For instance, this is a man that built the second Niger bridge that was on a drawing board for God knows how long. This is a man that was pensioners friendly, the only pensioners friendly president Nigeria has ever had. A man that brought back millions of pensioners. I mean, when the Obasanjo government sold off all those federal companies, the pensioners were left in limbo. Muhammadu Buhari brought back over millions of pensioners today and gave them lifeline and other things. Okay, are we going to mention the Lagos-Ibadan rail line?
Well, it does seem
record time.
It seems there's a long list to reel out, but we have completely run out of time. Mr. Wilcox,
people might feel aggrieved. Yes. But people might feel aggrieved, but the fact is that you cannot wish away the person and the presence of Muhammadu Buhari.
It's a good place to live in.
History, even in the world history. And we stand proud by him at all times and at all places. I wish him a safe rest and God blessings on his soul. Thank you very much.
Public Affairs Analyst Alexa Wilcox, thank you for talking to us.